Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of my weekly reading vlog, where I am trying to reduce the number of books that I have on the go. I started on Sunday with 8 books. I am now down to 5, so I'm doing well. It is 5 o'clock Wednesday evening and I'm on the sofa. I'm not feeling 100%. I've got a Duke on my lap, I've got BookTube on the TV. Unfortunately, I've still got my laptop open because I'm answering work emails between things. But I'm in a position, I'm shortly going to be able to start reading and relaxing a bit. So the 2 books that I really want to make a start on tonight, I've only read the introductions of. So we've got Shut Up, Move On by Paul McGee and A Life on Our Planet by David Attenborough. If I can get a couple of chapters into both of those tonight, I'm going to be quite happy. I am doing so well with Jade War, I really am. I'm just over 70% of the way through and I'm picking it up a lot. So it is feasible. I will pick that up again this evening, we will see. I will chat to you as I go tonight, but this should be a really nice chilled evening, I hope. Unexpected start to the evening. So I have just sat and read a chapter of this. And I'm not going to continue with it for the time being. I'm not DNFing it, I'm not getting rid of it as such, but I think with self-help books, they kind of need to be, if you're going to sit and read it, you want it to be something that's going to help you at the particular stage of life that you're at now. And I probably could have done with this about 2 years ago, but I don't think this is going to bring me anything new at the moment and not work on the areas of myself that maybe that I want to work on. So I think it's a great book and talks about habit building and how we respond to things that arise. And I like how it is, I don't know how well I can do this with one hand, but there's like different exercises and things. You see things in different colours, there's personal experiences. So it's quite an interactive book. So yeah, if that's the kind of thing you're looking for to like work on habits, reactivity, that kind of thing, this is probably right. But for me at the moment, it's not quite what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take this off my TBR for the time being and hopefully pick it up in the future when maybe it is what I'm looking for. So I've made a dent in A Life on Our Planet by David Attenborough and I'm enjoying it so far. So we have really short chapters of about half a dozen pages each, sort of spanning different years. So they all go up in sort of increments of about 3 years and 5 years, and it compares the population, carbon emissions, that kind of thing. But at the same point, he's talking about his career, so how he started out when he first started working with like London Zoo and then traveling. So it's nice because you're sort of getting like his story and like an environmental story as well. So I am enjoying it so far, and with it being short chapters, it's not that heavy, which I was a bit worried that this would be. So yeah, I'm just going to read a bit of this every night, but I think the rate it's going, I will be finishing that soon. It's just really, really interesting. So I am technically now down to 4 books. I have the David Attenborough book, Jade War, The Lady of the Rivers, and the Miranda book. So I have achieved my objective, unfortunately by losing Sumo, but as I said, that isn't a permanent DNF. I just don't need to read it right now. So there's no point me pushing it on with it when it's not necessary. So I am either going to go with The Lady of the Rivers or a bit of Jade War tonight. I think I'm going to leave the non-fiction for maybe tomorrow night. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you when I've done a bit of reading. I have a little bit of chocolate cake and a glass of wine beside me, and I'm going to chill for the evening. Just finished Jade War. Absolutely brilliant. Definitely 4.5 out of 5 stars for me. I mean, it was just epic. There was just so much in this, but this was so emotional. I was on an absolute crazy emotional roller coaster through this. And Jade Legacy promises to be just as emotional, I think. But I've stayed up, obviously, to read this, so I'm tired now, so I'm going to crash, and I'll see if I catch up with you tomorrow. Hey, so it's now 5:45 on Thursday. I'm sorry I've had nothing exciting to show you. I actually had a bit of a manic day. I had hoped to be done hours ago because I started at 7:15 this morning. I have just sat down. I had 3 carloads of stuff to move. I had the housework to do. I had rooms to prep because we've got people staying and I've got stuff going on over the weekend. And it's just been intense. And the other half and Dad have been like keeping the office going while I've been out of it. Poor Duke doesn't know what's going on because I have him out and then I had to take a carload over. So I put him in his room, then he was out, then he was in, bless him. So he's ready for cuddles now. I'm ready to crash now. I just had a bath and hair wash because I was feeling a bit ugh. So I'm ready to chill for the evening. So on the reading front, I only have 3 of my 8 books left. That's my diary at the top. I've got Lady of the Rivers, A Life on Our Planet, and the Miranda book, Peggy and Me. So 2 non-fiction and a heavy historical fiction. It's not going to happen tonight. I am so tired. I don't really want to think. So I am going to try and get through some graphic novels. But rather than start another big book, I want to read something that I can potentially finish in an evening. So hopefully I should be able to get through 2-3 graphic novels tonight. I've got 2 on NetGalley that I would like to get through. And I've got my Kindle charged, ready to go. I'm going to jump on Scribd and I've saved loads on there, sort of like loads I want to try, like Fence and Lumberjanes, things like that. So probably try those tonight. I'll put something on for Duke shortly, TV-wise, and I should catch up with you later. I'm sorry this hasn't been a particularly thrilling vlog. Hopefully normality will begin to resume over the next couple of days. But yeah, all going well.
44 pages into it, just read chapter 28. Oh my god, I am obsessed. Like, the love interest in here, not the perfect.
So I've currently read 2 graphic novels. It's a fair bit later now. I read Lumberjanes Volume 1, which I actually really enjoyed. I gave that 4 out of 5 stars. I didn't think it was going to be actually as fun as it was. I thought it was almost going to be a bit boring. I thought, oh, it's just going to be a bunch of girls at a campfire singing songs and stuff. But it was really action-packed, so that really took me by surprise. That was good. So I do want to continue the series, I think, with that. Then I've just read Fence Volume 1. And I'd built that up. I'd heard some really, really great things, so I was expecting to love it. And I found it quite boring, which is a bit disappointing. So it was interesting enough to keep my attention all the way through, but I just didn't, like, it's been left on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I'm not particularly worried to read on and find out what happens. So I don't know. Might have a break before I do Volume 2 on that one. But yeah, so I'm going to go back now to the one that I'm reading on NetGalley, which is Cat's Cradle. And it's about a girl who is a monster tamer, or claims to be a monster tamer. There's all these sort of wild stories that she's telling people, but I think she's now actually going to get the chance to try and tame this monster. So that is intriguing me a little bit. But then I'm still 40% through and I'm waiting for monsters. So anyway, mixed bag so far on the graphic novel front, but I'm actually enjoying reading them this evening. This is quite a nice chilled evening. Had a bit of chocolate cake. I've got a little cartoon on, one of these Alpha and Omega cartoon things on for Dukey. He's quite happy. So anyway, I'll catch up with you later. Hey, it's now Friday afternoon. It is 10 to 2 and I woke up this morning and I decided to work from home today, mainly because of this nugget. Because he's a bit of a baby when it comes to weather, so he's like terrified of storms and things. And Storm Eunice has hit. So everything's bang right. It's really windy outside. You've got rubbish bins going up and down. You know, it's quite noisy. And I didn't want him hearing that in his room, not being able to see what was going on and being upset all day while I went to work. And then, although sometimes I take him to work, with like the building being very old, you hear every gust of wind. So he'd just be barking all day. And I thought it's not worth it either. And it's not fair putting him through that and the other offices with him being upset. So I was like, no, I'm just going to work from home with him today. Really pleased I did. Tree came down the car park at work, exactly where I parked my car. So talk about a lucky miss. And actually, Dean parks there as well, and he had a meeting this morning, which fortunately meant he took his car to the meeting, and then that happened. So we have just been so fortunate that if we had a normal office day with us both being in, both of our cars would have been damaged today. So we're lucky in that respect. We've had one venue cancel tonight's show because they've had some damage as a result of the storm. I'm just waiting to check in with everyone else, everyone's okay, because obviously it's things like the trains and things are all disrupted, so I've got to think about not only is the venue opening, can the staff get to work. So today's just becoming a little bit of an unusual day, shall we say. Obviously I haven't done any reading yet, I'm still in work mode, and at the moment I'm aiming to go around to my parents tonight. I can't see a reason why I won't do that as it stands. So hopefully I'll come back to you later with some reading, but I admit it probably won't be till quite late tonight at this rate. But I hope any of you who've had any issues with the storm are all okay and haven't had too much damage done. Looking at the videos and pictures online, it's been really quite nasty out there, so I hope you've all been safe and well, and yeah, I'll catch up with you a bit later. So it's Saturday afternoon, it's 2:45, I am off again. So this morning I went round to my nan and granddad's house. It's my nan's birthday today, so I wanted her to have her presents this morning. I'm now going round to mum and dad's because they are putting on a little picnic party spread for nan this afternoon. So that starts at about 4 o'clock. I'm just going to go over, give him a hand, dishing everything up, that kind of stuff. Dean's on his way to London to work tonight, so unfortunately he can't join us. So it's just going to be the immediate fam. Mum, dad, nan, granddad, my uncle and me. And then I shall be back, I imagine, mid to early evening. And I'm going to chill, maybe get some reading done. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. I like our little family teas. I kind of prefer them to going out for dinner. It's like more intimate, you know. But I'll catch up with you a bit later. So it's Sunday afternoon now. I'm sorry I didn't vlog last night. I didn't get home until about 9:30, and then I just curled up on the sofa with Duke and I fell asleep. I had fun at my nan's birthday last night. There was actually quite a bit of food. All the platters went on the back table as well, so it was lovely. And I brought home a goodie box, and Dean and I have been snacking on that this afternoon. But anyway, so I haven't done any reading yet today, but we've got one of our guests arriving tonight, so I'm just going to make sure everything is ready for them. Reading wise though, I'm only down to 3 books that I started the week with, and that is the Miranda Hart, Peggy and Me, which I have made a dent in, Life on Our Planet by David Attenborough, and The Lady of the Rivers by Philippa Gregory. And I've read a little bit more of that today just while I was running the bath, so only about another 20 minutes or so, but I'm well over 50% of the way through that, so I'm quite happy. But yeah, so that's my update. I'm sorry it wasn't a really exciting week, but as I've said, I work from home. I've had some home stuff to do, and it's just been a little bit, yeah. So I have a video arranged to go up tomorrow morning. I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know. And I will try and catch up with you towards the end of next week when our guests have gone home. So have an awesome week, and I'll speak to you soon.